Hello guys, welcome to the Superwatch channel. Tissot is one of the largest Swiss watchmakers in the world, having been founded in 1853 by father and son, Charles Tillotson and Charles Émile Tissot, in the Swiss Jura town of Villocol. Tissot's diverse collection of timepieces for men and women ranges from dressy to sporty to high-tech, and all of them offer one of the best value propositions in the industry. Today's video will go through the top Tissot watches that you can buy this year. I've included links in the description below for further information on the goods. Let us begin without further ado. Number 1. Tissot PRX Powermatic 80. This 40mm PRX Powermatic 80 watch features a tonneau design. The stainless steel case is rather thin, measuring just 10.9mm between the lugs. A stainless steel bracelet with a single link can be attached in this way. The watch can withstand water pressure of up to 100 meters, making it suitable for use in the shower or pool. The anti-reflective coating on one side of the sapphire crystal makes it resistant to scratches. It's largely flat, but it has a nice beveled edge that sets it apart. The sapphire used in the case back is also transparent, so you can see the Swiss automatic movement ticking away within. This mechanism has a power reserve of up to 80 hours, making it suitable for use over a long weekend. A thin bezel frames the blue dial, which has a square grit-like texture. It looks quite basic, with only the hour and minute hands and a few small silver indexes glued to the face. Larger applied indices with lume striping may be seen at the 5-minute intervals, and a double index can be found at 12 o'clock. At the 3 o'clock position is a date window, framed in silver. There is nothing else on the dial to detract from its textured touch. The second hand is needle-shaped, and the hour and minute hands are thick and covered with lume stripes. Number 2. Tissot PRX Chronograph. Another tonneau timepiece, this one from Tissot, has a diameter of 42 millimeters and is called the PRX Chronograph. The 14.5 millimeters thick 316 stainless steel case has slim 13 millimeters lugs. The strap is also brushed stainless steel and is slimmer in the case. It's bulky where the watch would go and narrows to a clasp. The watch has an anti-reflective sapphire crystal and can withstand water pressure of up to 100 meters. This crystal is perfectly flat, so it won't distort your dial or cause any other problems. The watch's Swiss automatic movement, which has a power reserve of up to 60 hours, is in full view via transparent caseback. The white dial's vertically brushed surface has a black ring around it, which represents the outer index. At the precise minute intervals, white hashes have been painted in. Within, a series of copper-applied indices mark off the minutes every 5, and lume stripes run along the vertical centers. The 12 o'clock position features a double hash. A date window sits between 4 and 5 o'clock, while black subdials are located at the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions. There is also an option to have a blue dial with a white outer ring and subdial. Number 3. Tissot Heritage 1973 Chronograph. The tonneau case design may also be found on the Tissot Heritage 1973 Chronograph, but for a tonneau watch, its dimensions are substantial: 43 millimeters in diameter, 14.8 millimeters in thickness, and 22 millimeters in lug width. A brown calfskin strap with white edge stitching and a folding steel clasp with safety pushers are attached to these lugs. The water resistance of the watch is 100 meters. The sapphire crystal of the 1973 chronograph is scratch-resistant and anti-reflective, and the face of the case is completely flat. The Swiss automatic movement that powers this timepiece is on full display via the see-through caseback. The power reserve of this mechanism is up to 60 hours, which is more than sufficient for most uses. A black tachymeter ring surrounds the outside edge of the dial and reads from 500 to 60. There is a black date window between the 4 and 5 o'clock positions and 3 black subdials at the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions on an otherwise white dial. Thin black hashes denote minutes, and wider green lume hashes denote 5-minute intervals. The minute and hour hands are black and completely square, with lume in green throughout their lengths. The second hand is predominantly black, but its arrow-shaped orange tip really makes it stand out. Number 4. Tissot Visodate Powermatic 80. Circular in shape, the Tissot Visodate Powermatic 80 has an arched bezel and thin lugs. It has a 316 stainless steel construction and a 42 millimeters wide by 12.1 millimeters thick casing. The strap is brown alligator-grained leather with a push-button clasp, and the lugs are spaced 21 millimeters apart. When viewed at an angle, the domed sapphire crystal somewhat distorts the dial's outer border. The back also features a display caseback for easy viewing. Swiss automatic movement inside with an 80-hour power reserve, however, it only has a 30-meter water resistance rating. The shower is the only place it should get wet, so be careful. The minute hands are silver, and the dial is a matte eggshell or cream color. Bigger, applied silver hashes stand in for 5-minute intervals. The hands are similarly metallic silver and narrow. The top surfaces have a central peak and slant slightly to the sides, giving the impression of depth. The second hand is noticeably thinner and has a bump at the rear. The day and date are shown in 2 displays, one on each side of the 3 o'clock position. These are framed in silver, which unifies the dial's design. Number 5. Tissot Telemeter 1938. As its year of manufacture suggests, 1938's Tissot Telemeter is rather retro. The vintage circular 42mm stainless steel case has a flattened crown and pushers. The 22mm lugs attach to a beautifully embossed leather strap, and its thickness is a respectable 13.90mm. Even though it's only water-resistant to a depth of 30 meters, it's more than adequate for normal use. The extremely tall sapphire crystal is resistant to scratches and has a pleasing distortion when viewed from an off-center position. The display caseback is constructed from the same rugged material as the rest of the device. A Swiss Tissot automatic movement with a 68-hour power reserve is housed inside the casing. The overlapping copper marks and accents on the black dial really stood out to me. The minute positions are shown in small Arabic numerals, once every 5 minutes, on a ladder index that encircles the whole dial. The May index can be found inside, and it features huge Arabic numerals for all hours save for 3 and 9. The broadsword-shaped copper hands are paired with a long, slender second hand. At 3 and 9 o'clock, 2 smaller dials show the passing of 30 minutes and 60 seconds, respectively. There is a 60-second chronograph index in the middle that runs concurrently with the subsidiary dials. This secondary index makes use of the clock's second hand and is almost as wide as the primary index. So, that's it for the best Tissot watches of this year. Like, comment, and subscribe to receive the notification of our latest videos.